Yo, 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 what is going on, IK Familia? It is your boy BN, aka Mr. Kingdom Builder, and today we are back giving you guys some of that goodness here in Infinity Kingdom. Today we're going to be touching on a little bit of a KvK update and just some general thoughts around how Group 10 has been shaping up. So we have finally made it into Zone 3. There was just crazy madness that was happening, not only for some of the initial cities that have been captured. As you can see, 75 here has two. 78 was able to take one as well there for IMPK. And now it looks like we've just been having some interesting kind of back and forths here at the Ymir capital. People are, as you can tell, kind of lining up here on the edge just so they can stay shielded, right? And just to kind of give you an idea, yellow means you cannot shield, right? But then you have the green right there. So really interesting. Basically, everyone is kind of just hanging out here. Shout out to Eric. Roar! And then again, we have a bunch of players that are just kind of coming in here in the perimeter. And this is basically, as we call it, right, we're the big fish hunt. Because I imagine that either people are going to attempt to be shielded a lot here, or, and I would say or, we're going to be seeing quite a lot of kind of isolated fights, right? People will whenever they come off bubble, or if, some people want to go and hit another, right, then that person's going to get hit. And so I almost find it interesting, right, if it can kind of be a domino effect, right? Like, let's say Legion attacks Biak, right, he's winning, and then someone else comes to defend, and someone else breaks shield, right? Like, it could chain very easily, right? Shout out to Foobs here. And man, it is. So, right now, right, let me kind of give you the landscape of what's happening. So, right, we've been able to make it into Zone 3, right? Our ally ship, if you want to call it that, actually is somewhat healthy, as it pretty much has been throughout, right? Despite our disadvantages, I want to say, well, again, so disadvantages in the sense of, right, just not being the strongest powered union, right, initially, it still has been, at least in my opinion, very fun, because I think a lot goes into when you have active servers that you are a part of. I think it's very important that when you're kind of going through your KvK diplomacy, right, I mean, you want to try and work with other servers that are going to fight with you, right? They're going to be active, they're going to be socially engaged, they're going to communicate with you, right? These are things that you hope, right? Some good qualities you hope from having allies when you go into KvK. And what's interesting is that even though we don't have any cities, even though, yeah, we have a few gates, yes, for a good amount we've been able to make it to Zone 3, right, a lot of our players have been having, fun doing some of the operations that we've had, not only for gates, but for city caps, progressing from one zone to another. And now in Zone 3, right, a lot of the players, again, despite how the map looks, are still happy, which is somewhat shocking, but at the same time very refreshing to see people that are still willing to fight. Right, still, again, we still have some plans to kind of do some interesting things as well, at least to try and test, which is always fun. Given that's a trial season, we know there's been, bugs left and right, some bigger, some smaller, right? I will hopefully be looking to make another video that really covers some of that feedback portion, right? The parts that we can improve from, things that we can look to try and do differently going into future KvK seasons, some adaptions, right? Some changes here and there. But beyond that, it will be interesting because for most servers, right, and most, if not all of the KvK groups, everyone may, to a degree, be affected by the holidays, right? Because you have to think about, right, how much longer do we have in Frostborn, right, till the 28th? So we effectively have, right, if we go in-game, right, it's the 23rd, so we have 4 days and about 20 hours left, at least as of recording this video. So that's not a lot of time, right? If an alliance wants to come, you have to think about, you at least have 3 to 4 days, right, leading up to Christmas. People are with their families, they're with their loved ones, right? They're just stuffing their faces beyond everything. I can't wait to stuff my face. And that will play a factor. So it'll be interesting to see, at least for us in KvK Group 10, right, will servers try and take Gnome Capital or Ymir, if they do it at certain times, right? Will they try and maybe pinpoint a low activity window and then maybe just try and ride that out, even if they have to ride it out through their low activity window, but other servers' heavy activity windows? Again, we'll have to see how that plays out. I'm excited to see who's going to be kind of making that first attempt on Gnome Capital if they're able to hold it, right, for longer than 24 hours to get that early victory. Beyond that, though, last thing I'll kind of leave everyone with, or I should say one other thing, is I am very happy with just overall how 79 has at least been performing thus far through some of the ups and downs, through some of the challenges, the hurdles, right, which I will say no server is immune to. Right, you can have all the preparation in the world, you can feel that you're doing a fantastic job, other people can think you're doing a fantastic job as a collective unit, members can think that your management team is doing a great job. But there may always be things that come up. An example would be low activity during the holidays. Not really something that you can control, right? You can't expect or force people to get on and play, right? You have to be understanding of people's times and just recognize that, real life takes precedent, and really, to a degree, should always, unless we're all making money or something like that. I'm sure there's very, very few exceptions. But it has been a joy to see the people show up, us getting a lot of players in our voice chats as well when we do our operations. To me, that is the most enjoyable part about these types of games, right? Is that social engagement, meeting people. I mean, we've even done, I think, a few meetings now, but we had a big kind of town hall meeting where, we ended up just having like 20 of us just, I can't remember, it was someone who turned their camera on, and then I turned my camera on, and we had like literally probably, I think it was about 15 to 20 of us that in the call, right, all had our cameras on. It was the first time we were all seeing each other. So it was really awesome to, and this was like at a town hall, right? This was kind of like towards the end of our town hall meeting that we did, and it was just awesome to see everyone kind of put a voice to a face. And to me, that means so much more than, how many people show up for a specific op, right? I mean, don't get me wrong, I think activity is always going to be important, as it is to every server, but having those moments, right, I think with your community, if you are really truly building a community within your kingdom, something that people can enjoy being a part of, and not just log in every day to do their tasks and read a mail, but be more immersive with your players, right, with your player base, that I think will generate so much more motivation, so much more contributions from them, not only in-game, but hopefully on Discord as well, right? Or just on whatever maybe outside platform that you're using. So, yes, in short, KvK thus far at least has been what I would say fun. And again, I'm hoping that we're going to be even having more fun once we end up getting some future updates, right? Some adjustments, some things here. And I will be coming out with another video specifically asking for people's feedback. I know there's quite a bit that we have in our kind of KvK feedback and bugs channel outside of the general feedback that we usually see on a daily basis in the KvK chat room on the official Discord. But I will be hoping to give y'all some more goodies and news from KvK Group 10. It has been fun. We've been fighting non-stop, and it's just awesome to see people kind of get their fill, after so long. And I think what's even more nice kind of about everything is that, ooh, look, see, someone's getting hit right now. Look at this guy, Batman. Ooh, who are you getting attacked by? Is that one of my guys? Oh, dang it. I thought my team was going to come in strong, but it's our Lord Smartest in bed. Ooh, but Eric, ooh, he unhived. Ooh, what's happening here? It says one hive, but why did I say he unhived? He unshielded. Oh man, that's so funny. Look at Monk. Ooh, the boy Monk coming in. He unshielded too. Oh man, yeah. See, this is what I'm talking about. These are those types of things where, sometimes you just need one or two people to unshield, and it can just start a chain. Man, it'd be so cool if we saw like 10 or 20 people just fighting it out right now. But it looks like it's a little isolated 1v1. With that being said, I'm probably going to end it here. I definitely want to hear from you guys, and girls, of course, as we're gender neutral. The community, how has your KvK been going? And more specifically, now that you're in Zone 3, what are some things you're noticing, right? Like for us, we ended up having kind of a big spurt where the first few hours it was just non-stop fighting. It's kind of dying down a little bit now, right? Did that happen to you? Did you guys have a little bit of a slow build, right? Are there still some neutral cities there? Right? Do you have one alliance that's just taking over everything? Let me know how the start to your Zone 3 has been going so far in those comments down below. That is it for me. Until next time, we'll catch y'all later.